What if the people you chase the hardest are the ones least capable of loving you back? Not because you're broken, but because your mind mistakes pain for love. What if, while you're caught in this cycle, your self-worth quietly erodes, leaving you feeling more unworthy of true love with each pursuit? Welcome to today's video, Why We Love Emotionally Unavailable People. In this video, we will explore the hidden psychology behind why so many of us are drawn to people who can't fully love us back, and why walking away can feel almost impossible. By understanding these dynamics, you will gain the insight needed to break free from unhealthy patterns and choose partners who truly cherish you. Alongside this understanding, we will preview practical strategies and exercises to help you recognize and shift these patterns effectively. Expect to learn about techniques like journaling and self-reflection, with specific exercises, such as a journaling prompt that asks you to write about your earliest memory of feeling unworthy of love, or a reflection question like, what patterns do I see in my relationships when I feel anxious? Additionally, we will discuss ways to seek support from trusted individuals or professionals. By the end, you'll understand the science, the patterns, and most importantly, how to break free from them. You'll learn how to recognize your attachment styles and practice self-compassion as key steps toward change. Concept, explanation, core story. Let's start with the truth. Attraction isn't random. It's a reflection of your inner world. When you fall for someone emotionally unavailable, your mind often chases familiarity rather than health. Here's how it happens. When we grow up around inconsistent love, where affection is sometimes warm and sometimes distant, our brains learn a dangerous lesson. Love feels uncertain. This type of caregiving can form what psychologists often refer to as anxious attachment, a style characterized by a deep need for connection yet a fear of abandonment. We begin to equate longing with connection. The chase becomes the proof. So when we meet someone emotionally unavailable, someone who gives us just enough to keep us hooked, but never enough to feel secure, our subconscious lights up. It whispers, "This feels familiar. This must be love." But here's where most people go wrong. They think their feelings mean the relationship is special. In reality, it's often an emotional echo from the past, your brain trying to rewrite an old story where you finally earned love that was once withheld. Why does distance feel safer than closeness? Emotionally unavailable people aren't necessarily bad. They're often wounded too. Psychologists describe this as avoidant attachment, a pattern where closeness feels threatening because it reminds the person of past pain or rejection. For avoidant individuals, distance feels safe. For anxious individuals who crave closeness, that distance feels like rejection. A quick side-by-side comparison might clarify. Anxious, hold me. Avoidant, give me space. This contrast helps viewers label their own stance and understand the dynamic. To make this more personal, ask yourself, do I often feel anxious when someone isn't responding quickly, or do I feel burdened when someone seeks too much closeness? Recognizing your own reactions can be a decisive first step toward understanding your attachment style. And this combination creates the infamous push-pull dynamic. One person pursues, the other retreats. The greater the distance, the stronger the attraction becomes. Why? Because unpredictability triggers your brain's dopamine system. Every time you get a text after days of silence, your brain releases dopamine, the reward chemical. It's the same system activated by gambling or intermittent rewards. Picture this. You've spent the past hour scrolling your phone at 2 a.m., eyes peeled for those 3 little dots that signal someone is typing a reply. In that moment of quiet anticipation, as you wait to see if they will finally respond, your brain lights up. The thrill of possibility becomes tangible, making the connection feel intoxicatingly special. Your brain learns to crave the hope of connection, not the connection itself. And that's the moment your brain flips the switch. Love starts to feel like waiting. Think about it. Have you ever stayed attached to someone who made you anxious or uncertain, yet you couldn't let go? That's not weakness, it's conditioning. Now ask yourself, who does this pattern remind you of? Someone from your past, a parent, a partner, a person you could never quite please. Understanding this link doesn't just explain your attraction, it also explains your attraction. It helps you reclaim your power. Take a moment now, jot down one childhood memory that this dynamic might remind you of. Let this reflection guide you to recognize those old stories imprinted in your heart. Because when you realize your brain is chasing a feeling, not a person, you can finally step back and ask, is this love, or is this just my nervous system seeking what it knows? Key takeaways: attraction often mirrors your earliest emotional experiences. Your brain seeks what feels familiar, even if it's painful. Intermittent affection creates emotional addiction. Unpredictable love strengthens attachment through the dopamine cycle. Healing means breaking the pattern, not fixing the person. Remember these mantras. Familiar does not equal safe. Unpredictable does not equal passion. Calm equals real love. Real love feels calm, consistent, and secure. Not like walking on emotional eggshells. Try this simple healing tip. Start a journal to document your thoughts and feelings when you're drawn to someone emotionally unavailable. This can help you recognize triggers and patterns. For instance, begin with a journaling prompt, like identify a recent instance where you found yourself drawn to someone emotionally unavailable. What emotions did this stir within you? How did these emotions feel familiar? Another prompt could be, reflect on a relationship where you felt the urge to seek validation. What part of your past does it echo? These exercises can help you uncover patterns. Another first step is reaching out for support, whether through therapy or a support group, which can be significant in your healing journey. Additionally, consider writing down affirmations that reinforce your self-worth and remind you of the value of stable, secure love. When you begin to recognize that healthy love might feel boring at first, that's when you start to heal. Because what feels calm to your nervous system once felt unfamiliar, and now it feels like peace. Here's the truth. Loving emotionally unavailable people doesn't mean you're broken. It means your heart is trying to finish an old story. But the good news, you get to write a new one. One where love isn't earned. It's given freely. So ask yourself the next time you chase someone's attention, what are you really chasing? Validation, familiarity, or real connection? Every comment, Every small step toward awareness helps this channel and enables you to take one more step toward healing your attachment patterns. If you like this video, please hit the like button and subscribe. For the full playlist, the link is provided in the description.